When Snot was diving in the swimming pool, Francine thought he was drowning. She immediately jumped in and pulled Snot out of the water. Although he hadn't been drowning at all, Snot was still very grateful to Francine. Later at school, Snot showed off to his classmates with a balloon about how Francine had saved him. This made Steve furious, and he accused Snot of showing no respect for Francine. Snot explained that he was only joking. Enraged, Steve punched him on the spot, but it didn't work at all. Steve was just too weak. This made Steve even angrier, so he decided to get revenge. The next day, Steve pretended to have an injured arm and went to Snot's house. When Snot's mother opened the door, Steve took the chance to ask her for a glass of water. Linda handed him the water, and Steve seized the moment to carry out his revenge. The next day at school, just like Snot, Steve bragged about what he had done. The two soon started arguing again. Afterwards, Snot swore to get back at Steve. He lied to Francine, saying he was having a suit custom made and wanted her to help him take measurements. As Francine bent over, focusing on measuring him, Steve opened the door and came home just in time to see the scene. He immediately rushed in and interrupted them, but Snot looked at Steve provocatively and said he would never stop playing pranks on Francine. This filled Steve with panic. Later, whenever Francine came home, Steve would check every corner of the house before she entered. Finally, when Steve walked into Francine's room, he saw Snot hanging behind the door. In the end, the two had no choice but to make an awkward peace.
So, this has gone too far, hasn't it?
I would say so. I would, say so. You know what the worst part of this is? I can feel your heart beating.